Hello and welcome back for another video. Today I'm going to be just talking very quickly about some unique spots that you could shoot from for basketball to get something a little different than what you're normally maybe getting under the basket. So in our gym we have our dance and our cheer on our baselines. So with that we have to shoot from the corners very often and a lot. And especially with the news media, they're usually in the corners as well. And then even then, it's still pretty tight with multiple camera people or other photographers. And then you have the stands to be weary of to let people get into their seats. So shooting in the corner is not my first option. It's not where I like to shoot. Sometimes at the end of the quarter, maybe with like 2 minutes left on my way to the computer, I will stop there and shoot a little bit of the action, but it's not my go-to. I'm not a big fan of having to sit in the corner and shoot. I don't think it's a good angle. If they're going up for layups, it's kind of a tight angle on their side and it's not getting the face very often, or the arm is in the way when there's a jump shot, even at the 3-point line right next to you, because you're slightly behind them. So I've been squeezing down in between one of the cheer or dance participants right up against the basket. So our baskets aren't like in some high schools, they're coming off the wall. These are the kind that are kind of like the NBA, I guess you could say, where they're kind of rolled out and then like stationed right there up against where they need to be on the court. So they have like padding on them and stuff, and so usually I kind of sit up against it to be out of the way of the cheer or the dance. And it gives me a better angle to shoot up at the basket if they go up for a layup or a dunk. And so that's where I've been shooting most of this season so far with the 24-70 f2.8. That allows me to get the full athlete in the photo for most part. 24, I could go a little wider. I've shot a little bit with the 16 under the basket, but it's pretty wide. So I usually stick to the 24-70. And then usually on my second camera, I will have the Canon 70-200 f2.8, and that's really good for when they're coming down and if they're at the top of the key or outside of the 3-point line, I can get in some tight shots with the 70-200. Now, to find some unique spots, I have been trying to shoot from a higher perspective. So we have a few platforms that I could shoot from and shoot down, but it depends at what end of the court they're going down on. So if they are going down on the west side, we have a staircase that goes up and it has a landing platform, and I could shoot from there and it's behind the basket. And with the 200 or the 300, I can get in tight enough to get some shots and fill the frame with most of the court. So if it's just a bad angle up into the ceiling, or if I just want to get something other than the stands, I will usually go onto that landing right there with the 300 and shoot down onto the court, or with the 70-200, and give the athletic department a variety of images to choose from low wide shots to high tight shots, or even high wide shots. And then this is also a good perspective to get a wide shot of the whole gym if we have a really good crowd. It shows the banners and the scoreboard. So I try to go up on that platform a little bit in each game. And typically that is the end of the court that we end the game on. So it always comes in handy that after halftime I can kind of go start there, and then towards the end of the game I'll go under the basket, or vice versa. So just finding a higher perspective could be something to add into your routine when you're shooting a basketball game. Now, another area that I have been shooting from a few times with the 300 and the 70-200 is off the corner, but slightly behind the bench a little bit. That way, if they go up for a layup, I'm almost right in line with the backboard. So if I'm looking down the baseline, I'm looking directly right in line with the backboard. So I do have a good angle if someone goes up for a 3-pointer across court. So with the 70 to 200, I'm able to go wide if I need to, if they come towards me, or if they're across, I can go to 200. And that gives me a little variety as well. Also, if the team gets up and cheers, I'm right there. I can go to 70 and pan up at them. Typically, this is a position that I'm standing at already, so I can move quickly if I need to get in front of the bench to get a celebration shot. And I'll always have the 24 to 70 on the second body, so if I need to go even wider, I can do that. Also, being right there and being on my feet, I can move around. If they go into a huddle, I can go in and get some huddle shots, or if there's a celebration, I can move around in front of kind of where the dance team is and get some of those shots of the team cheering. Or after a big win, I'm right there when they go through the good game line, I guess, and move to the center court. I can easily move. So that's something I've been doing at the end of games lately, just to be able to get around and move quicker, and not be kind of stuck like up against the basket or on that platform and have to come down and get through the crowd that's leaving and stuff. I can be right there by the team if there's any celebrations or anything like that to get some unique shots. So those are just a few things that I've been implementing into my game day coverage. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I'd appreciate it if you would like to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.